All right, this final solution for page 476 I want to show you is number 25. Number 25 says triangle ABC undergoes a transformation T to produce EFG. So given the vertices of the triangles below, what is true about T? What is the transformation? So I just rewrote the vertices down here so I could work with them a little bit larger. So you can see we're working with a similarity transformation with a dilation factor of 3/4, a congruence transformation of the same scale factor, a similarity transformation of 4/3, and a congruence transformation of 4/3. Okay, so one comment here is if my shape is obviously changing sizes, and actually we'd probably want to graph that to double check that, but you're going to have a different size triangle. We can go ahead and quickly eliminate the congruence transformations ones. So I can get rid of B and D because it's similar, not congruent. So one other thing to look at here is if I just investigate from A to E, because that's the way it's stated. That's the way it's stated up here in the problem. So to go from a 4 to a 3, how do I figure out what that factor is? Well, if you can't quickly see, like if it were something like a 2 to a 4, well, we can see it's times 2. But if we can't quickly see that, we can always reverse the operation. We're doing 4 times something is equal to 3. So if you can't see what the multiple is, do the opposite. Start with the result. So start with the 3 and work backwards and divide to get the 4. So if I take 3, so if I take my 3 and I divide by 4, I can see that when I do 4 times 3/4, I end up getting 3 because these 4s will cancel out. So my factor, I believe, is 3/4. But let's check that with 8 and 6. Is 8 over 1 times 3/4, does that equal 6? Well, 4 goes into 4 once, into 8 twice. 3 times 2 is 6 over 1. Okay, the other thing I could look at is because my number is going from a 4 to a 3, and 8 to a 6, it's obviously getting smaller. 4 to 3, 4 to 3. So when I multiply by a number smaller than 1, or in other words a decimal, it makes my number get smaller. If I multiply by a number bigger than 1, I'm going to get a larger number. So you could use a little common sense here to discover that the answer here is A.